Hello Manchester fans, welcome to a brand new video with today's latest updates. Ruben Amarim will hold talks with Ruud Van Nistelrooy today over his Man United future and reveals he already has a very clear idea what to do with club legend after hailing the great job he's done as interim boss. Before continuing this video, click the like button and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest news from Manchester United. Incoming Manchester United boss Ruben Amarim will hold crunch talks with Ruud Van Nistelrooy on Monday about the Dutchman's future at the club. The Portuguese oversaw his final match as Sporting Lisbon coach on Sunday, doing so in style with a comeback 4-2 win over Braga, and will now fly to Manchester to take on one of the biggest jobs in world football. One of his first tasks will be to form his backroom team, and Van Nistelrooy's future requires priority status with the club legend wanting to stay but the decision being Amarim's to make. Van Nistelrooy took interim charge at Old Trafford in the wake of Erik ten Hag's sacking at the end of October and oversaw an unbeaten run of 4 games, winning 3 times and drawing just once. The United icon, who previously earned legendary status with 150 goals as a player during Sir Alex Ferguson's trophy-laden reign, has expressed a desire to stay on in a coaching capacity but admitted the decision is not his to make. Now, Amarim has hailed Van Nistelrooy for improving United ahead of his arrival and claimed the situation will become clear when the pair speak in person for the first time on Monday. Commenting on Van Nistelrooy's position, Amarim told reporters after his final game as sporting boss about a legend of the club. "He did a great job. I have to talk with him. Then I will explain everything. I am very clear and I will tell you like it is. Let's wait until tomorrow," he added. Meanwhile, Van Nistelrooy was given an emotional farewell by United supporters at Old Trafford on Sunday, with some in Stretford End left with tears in their eyes following the 3-0 win over Leicester. The general consensus amongst United fans is that they want Van Nistelrooy to be kept on, and the 48-year-old, who recently outlined his ambitions to become head coach in the future, hopes that is the case. He has remained tight-lipped as to whether he will become part of the furniture under incoming boss Amarim, and when pressed on Sunday about what comes next, wouldn't be drawn. Ruben Amarim's plans for his first day in charge of Manchester United revealed. Ruben Amarim takes charge of Sporting for the final time tonight before he starts as Man United head coach on Monday. Ruben Amarim will travel to England on Monday to start work as the new Manchester United head coach. Amarim will take charge of Sporting for the final time this evening away to Braga in the Primera Liga, having agreed to become Erik ten Hag's permanent replacement last week. The 39-year-old will not be able to conduct training sessions at United until he has obtained a visa, which is yet to come through. United sources expect the visa to be processed quickly and then Amarim can get on the grass. Any potential delay is unlikely to be problematic, as Amarim will not conduct a full team training session until next week when United's international players start to return. Several senior players will be immediately available to Amarim. Marcus Rashford, Kobbie Mainoo, Harry Maguire, Casemiro, Ahmed, Mason Mount, Antony and the fit again Lenny Yoro and Luke Shaw could be among the first players to meet Amarim. Diogo Dalot, Bruno Fernandes, Lisandro Martinez, Alejandro Garnacho, Christian Eriksen, Rasmus Højlund, Matthijs de Ligt, Joshua Zirkzee, Noussair Mazraoui, Victor Lindelof, Manuel Ugarte, Andre Onana and Altay Bayindir will all be on international duty over the next fortnight. Uruguay and Argentina's second World Cup qualifiers kick off in the early hours of Wednesday, November 20th, so the earliest Amarim could have every United player available is on November 21st, 3 days before his first match in charge away to Ipswich Town. United have not scheduled an introductory press conference for Amarim this week. His first engagement with the press could be at Carrington in what would effectively be the pre-match press conference for the Ipswich fixture. Amarim has already expressed a desire to bring Sporting assistants Emmanuel Ferro, Adlio Candido, and Carlos Fernandes with him to Manchester after working closely with them in Portugal. The trio understand how to help instill Amarim's preferred 3-4-3 system that has seen the 39-year-old win 2 Portuguese titles at Sporting, and he has outlined that United will play in the same style in Premier League. Speaking following his final game in Lisbon, Amarim said, "I know how I am going to play in the beginning, because you have to start with a structure that you know." Man United, eye-up shock move for Chelsea star, as Red Devils look to strengthen squad following Ruben Amarim's arrival. Manchester United are reportedly looking to make a sensational swoop for a Chelsea star in a bid to bolster their squad as the Ruben Amarim era dawns. The Red Devils have plumbed new depths this season, at one point dropping to 14th place in the Premier League before sacking beleaguered boss Erik ten Hag last month. His replacement Amarim is set to arrive in Manchester on Monday ahead of a 2-week preparation period for his opening match at Ipswich on November 24th. While the Portuguese has been taking charge of 3 final games at Sporting Lisbon, interim manager Ruud Van Nistelrooy has overseen an impressive 4 matches to put the side in good spirits ahead of a fresh start at Old Trafford. And United are looking to tee Amarim up with some reinforcements to try to rescue a campaign which looked to be flying off the rails, L'Equipe reports. One name being touted for an unexpected move from rivals Chelsea is Christopher Nkunku, with the Frenchman believed to be frustrated about a lack of game time under new manager Enzo Maresca this season. The former RB Leipzig striker arrived at Stamford Bridge in July 2023 for a fee of £52 million, but his first year at the club was heavily interrupted by injuries. As the Blues have soared up the Premier League table this campaign, Nkunku has largely been forced to watch on from the bench, with Maresca generally preferring a front three of Noni Madueke, Pedro Neto and Nicholas Jackson. The 26-year-old has largely been consigned to appearances in the cup competitions but has managed to bag 10 goals in 17 matches at a rate of 1 every 69 minutes. His lack of game time has led him to consider his future at Stamford Bridge, although the Frenchman has not made his feelings clear to the club's hierarchy. Rivals have begun to get word of Nkunku's discontent, however, with some beginning to circle for the forward, one being United. Chelsea boast incredible depth in attacking positions, with summer signings João Felix and Mykhailo Mudryk among those also available to Maresca, meaning the side might be willing to allow their French striker depart. The move would be a coup for Amarim's United, with the team only finding their shooting boots in the last few weeks under Van Nistelrooy, scoring 11 times in 4 matches. The new boss will arrive in England on Monday but won't be able to start work. Man United move in to secure January signing, £16.5 million bid will get deal done. Manchester United are moving into a new era starting next week, one that the fans and club hope will return them to the glory days. The man in the driver's seat is a 39-year-old Portuguese tactician, Ruben Amarim, who is joining from Sporting CP. It is not an ideal situation to be in for the Red Devils. They spent a lot of money in the summer bringing in players that Erik ten Hag wanted: Joshua Zirkzee, Matthijs de Ligt, Lenny Yoro, Noussair Mazraoui and Manuel Ugarte. Now, with Amarim coming in, he might want signings of his own. As per Corriere dello Sport, news image provided below, Man United are set to move in to secure the signature of talented Canadian striker Jonathan David from LOSC Lille in January. With a contract that expires in 2025, Manchester United are looking to swoop in and take advantage of a player who could be available for around £16.5 million. David is surely worth much more, and it is his contract situation that would allow the Red Devils to sign him for this price. The 24-year-old has been one of the most consistent strikers in League One in recent seasons. In 18 games across all competitions, he has 13 goals and 2 assists in what is a season that can be classified as his European audition. The issue for Manchester United is that they have 2 number 9s in the squad, Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee. However, if Ruben Amorim deploys the 3-4-3 formation at Old Trafford, both David and Zirkzee can play anywhere across the front three. David would be an excellent addition to the Man United squad, especially at the price tag that he is available for. Let's wait and see how the transfer saga for the Canadian plays out. Man United make Christopher Nkunku transfer inquiry as Chelsea stance emerges. Manchester United are reportedly eyeing a January move for Christopher Nkunku. Manchester United have inquired about Chelsea forward Christopher Nkunku ahead of a potential January move, according to reports. The Red Devils are expected to be active in the winter market to help Ruben Amorim get off to a strong start as manager. Nkunku has emerged as a target for United, according to L'Equipe, with the Frenchman said to be unhappy with his playing time at Chelsea. He has been restricted to just 1 Premier League start this season despite scoring freely in other competitions. The 26-year-old has already bagged 9 goals in the Carabao Cup and Conference League but continues to be overlooked by Enzo Maresca. As a result, he is thought to be considering his future at Stamford Bridge with a January exit among the possibilities. It is said that United are ready to make a statement of intent by bringing Nkunku to Old Trafford when the transfer window opens. However, several other clubs are believed to be keen, which suggests United will face a battle to secure the forward signature. The report adds that Chelsea would be open to selling Nkunku given the amount of firepower they currently have at their disposal. Only time will tell if they will be willing to do business with United or if the Blues would prefer to sell to a non-English club. Nkunku has largely been forced to sit on the bench in the Premier League, with Nicholas Jackson establishing himself as Chelsea's first-choice striker. Maresca addressed Nkunku's situation ahead of the win over Newcastle earlier this month, explaining that he will get plenty of minutes with Chelsea battling on 4 different fronts. "He's going to help us because the season is very long," said the Blues manager. "We have so many games, and also sometimes the game plan can be different. It can be more for Christopher than Nico. We also have young talent, so we can choose." Nkunku remains tied down at Chelsea until 2029, having signed a long-term contract upon his arrival at Stamford Bridge. His deal reportedly does not include a release clause, meaning the Blues will be under no pressure to sell even if he pushes for an exit. Chelsea might be more willing to let Nkunku leave if they sign another forward, with Victor Osimhen still believed to be a target. He is currently on loan at Galatasaray, but the deal is thought to have a break clause. Thanks.